Hi friends, I'm going to show you how you can use these two great little extensions from Google called Tab Scissors and Tab Glue. And so first I'll show you how you can add them to your extensions, and then I'll show you how you can use them, one way you can use them. These are two extensions that I really love. I like extensions a lot, but these two are probably my favorites right now. So I'm working on my laptop at the moment, and I'm just going to go over here to my apps options right here, the pretty colorful waffle. When I click on that, I'm looking for the Google Web Store. If you have more than one page of apps, if this isn't showing up, you can go down here and look at your other pages to see if it's on one of the other pages, but it should show up on your first page. You go ahead and click on that, and then I can do a search in the web store for any extension or app that I'm looking for. So I'll just type in Tab Scissors, click on that. And then these two extensions almost always show up together after you do a search made by the same company, and usually you want both of them. So you can go ahead, I've already added these obviously to mine, but if I hadn't, it would say add to Chrome, and you would click on that and then it will add both of them. And then once you do that, they will show up over here in your extensions bank. Up here I have kind of a few of them. I think extensions are pretty handy and useful. And so these two I added right away, first thing, so they're my first two. So now let's take a look at different ways that you can use them. Usually start with the scissors first, and then I'll show you why you need the glue along with it. So one of the ways that I used it a lot was when I would have an assignment that I had graded. This is from one of my older classes in Google Classroom. And I had given the assignment, the students had completed it, I had given it a grade and returned that grade to them in Google Classroom, but then I wanted to transfer those grades into Infinite Campus. I needed to be able to record those. And in the past, without Tab Scissors, I would have to go between the two windows. So I'm over here, I look at my student, I go over here into Infinite Campus and find that student and then enter that grade. So that can be a little bit more difficult. It takes a little while. It's kind of unwieldy. Excuse me. So I'd have to go back and forth and look for the names. What I really like about Tab Scissors is I can get onto this tab here, click on Scissors, and now my two windows are split and I can work in both of them. So they're both considered active windows at the same time. And so make this one just a little bit wider here. And so then if I wanted to go ahead and look at my student grades on this side, and then I can very easily find the names over here on this side. I know that my student lists don't match. That's okay. If they did, this would work perfectly. So then I can just go quickly through this list, enter the grades at the same time. And then when I'm finished, if I want to put these all back together in the same window, all I have to do is click on that glue tabs option. I can do that in either one of these windows, and when I click on that, it puts them all back together in the same window again. So just a really handy, great way to be able to work in multiple windows at the same time, see them at the same time. I also have used this to show two videos at the same time. Obviously, when you're doing that, you don't want the sound playing on both at the same time necessarily, because then you have competing sound, although maybe that's something you want. But usually I would just mute the sound in those videos, and then you can show the images at the same time, to show two images at the same time, to show two examples of student work. There's just lots of options, and I can talk about that with you at any time. If you'd like to talk about how to use these more, feel free to email me, call me, stop by, and I will gladly do that with you. One thing I will mention is that even though Google developed this fun little extension, these two extensions, they don't work very well on Chromebooks. Kind of ironic, but they don't. And so, I mean, they sort of do, but not nearly as well as they work on the laptop or a desktop computer. So I don't usually recommend these extensions to students. I'm hoping that they're going to fix that in the future. So anyway, if you ever want to talk about these extensions or other extensions that you can use to make your work life more efficient, just stop by and we can talk about that. Thanks for watching.